Well, a very special good morning to you. We are here live at the House of Assembly, and we are going to broadcast a seminar, the opening ceremony for a seminar for parliamentarians in Dominica. It's a post-election seminar, and that will run for 2 days. It begins this morning. The opening ceremony should begin any minute now. It will run for 2 days, and the seminar is generally aimed to improve the skills for parliamentarians in Dominica. The Prime Minister of Dominica, the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, is expected here, and all other parliamentarians. As we speak, Kewana Fontaine, by the way, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Curtis.
Right, as we speak, parliamentarians are entering the facility here at the House of Assembly. That sort of seminar has already taken place for the parliamentarians this year. This, in fact, will be the second one organized by the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, the local branch. Joseph Isaac, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, is in fact the chairman of the local branch of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. It appears that the clerk of the House of Assembly, Mr. James, wanted to have a quick word with us. We'll see what happens. But Kewana, again, good morning to you, and it's a pleasure doing this broadcast with you here at the House of Assembly.
The pleasure is mine, Curtis. Nous là aussi pour nous parler un petit peu créole. Courte session pour 2 jours, c'est séminaire pour 2 jours. Avec quand Curtis dit, c'est pas la première fois ça prend place. Ça prend place dans les 2020. Avec nous avons un programme pour 2 jours là, nous avons l'autre différentes paroles, l'autre différentes discussions. Et ben c'est pas une discussion pour la petite discussion. Si on raison derrière discussion, c'est pour bénéficier de toutes ces informations que nous avons tapées. Et si aujourd'hui nous avons plusieurs monde qui a adressé session pour ces 2 jours. Nous savons que Premier ministre Roosevelt Skerrit qui a adressé session. Nous aussi avons qui Honorable Baroness Patricia Scotland qui a adressé, qui présenté cérémonie aujourd'hui. Il pas que ici actuellement, mais c'est un recorded presentation. Ça veut dire présentation enregistrée avec nous qui avons tant côté. Nous avons aussi tant Honorable Joseph Isaac qui est speaker du Parlement et qui est présenté aussi avec Stephen Twigg, Secretary General for the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. Et aussi qui est présenté as online. Comme ça, tous ces gens qui est présenté, mais c'est 2 jours, comme ça, c'est pas pour dire on 7 temps qui coûte, mais c'est 2 jours qui est dédié pour vous ça parler comment résultat élection ou ça comment nous ça regarder qui ça nous apprendre ces résultats élection qui prend place par tout le temps Dominique. Comme ça, c'est même parlement, j'ai commencé à entrer, nous j'avais petit bois de yo, j'ai entré en chambre du Parlement. Nous pas encore Premier ministre Roosevelt Skerrit, mais Curtis comme dit, yonde de yo j'ai commencé à entrer du Parlement.
Yes, Kewana, I have seen a few of the government ministers, senators. I have seen members of the opposition. I've not seen the leader of the opposition yet. Let me just look through to see whether she is already here. I see a few of the members. The Minister for Health, Kassani Laville, is speaking with one of the opposition parliamentarians. And I also see the Minister for the parliamentary representative for the Grand Fork constituency, Greta Roberts. I also see the Minister for Education, Octavia Alfred, who is also the parliamentary representative for the Cassibrus constituency. Lakia Joseph, the parliamentary secretary in the ministry responsible for small business development. She is also here. And a few other parliamentarians. The Minister for Finance, Dr. Irvin McIntyre, was here very early. And some of the other parliamentarians, the parliamentary representative for the Kalinago territory, Mr. Frederick, is also here. So Kewana, the parliamentarians are coming in, and we expect a start to this program any minute from now.
C'est une session séminaire, c'est pas seulement pour Dominicains, mais nous avons beaucoup de gens qui ont voyagé à Dominique pour participer à un séminaire là. Nous avons mon Saint Lucie, mon représenté c'est Jeremiah Norbert, MP, il est deputy speaker pour Kai Parlement Saint Lucie. Nous avons mon Guyana, Honorable Gail Texiera, il est ministre Parlement en affaires governance en Guyana. Nous aussi Ketan Joyce Chisulo de Malawi. nous aussi qui tan hod moun qui a représenté Sud-Afrique, Mr. Matthew. Nous aussi qui tan hod moun hod Sierra Leone. Toutes ces moun là qui présenté dans le séminaire aussi.
Right, so it's running over 2 days. It begins this morning and it will run for 2 days. As K1 told you, a number of people around the world will also present at this seminar. And K1, it comes just a few weeks, one can say, before the major debate, the debate for the budget in Dominica 2023-2024, the budget debate. And I'm sure it comes at a time when parliamentarians will feel that it's a very good time ahead of the budget debate 2023-2024.
Eh bien, tout ça, le temps de séminaire avait parlé, discussion, comme on dit, c'est pour plus meilleure nation, plus meilleur monde. Comme ça, nous avons discuté pour nous savoir comment nous avons fait plus meilleur dans les affaires pays, dans les affaires gouvernement pays. Quand monsieur speaker du parlement dit, monsieur Isaac dit que ça, il est tellement important. Il est tellement important pour nous, ça considérer sa responsabilité nous comme membre parlement, avec comment nous ça travaille pour plus meilleure nation.
Right, so he made a very important point, Joseph Isaac, the Speaker of the House, calling for, let there be more tolerance among people around the Caribbean, not only in Dominica. He was making the call for also the Caribbean, more tolerance. Yes, we can debate very strong, but in terms of destroying and damaging one's character, that probably should be something of the past. Let's not go into that sort of thing. Let's, let people have their views, and we can, monitor and look at the views. But in terms of K1 destroying one's character, the speaker is very strong and feels that should not continue to happen in the House of Assembly.
Mais oui, nous avons une différence, mais cette différence-là, supposé qu'amener nous plus pour pas diviser nous, puis cette différence-là, nous ça apprendre hod yon et l'autre. Et quand nous dit belle type là, nous tant qui Monsieur Isaac ja montré, quand ça nous kai commencer tout de suite pour ces 2 jours ça là, séminaire ça là pour membre parlement Dominique, et moi quoi est tellement important pour nous faire ça de temps en temps. Puis nous allons oublier où ça va, nous allons oublier ça qui est responsabilité nous, ça qui première manière pour nous ça avancer en ça fait ça là.
Okay, one thing I noticed though, although it's the start of the 2 days, I still feel that there are not too many parliamentarians. In fact, some obviously are missing. Miss Finella Wenham has just arrived, the parliamentary representative for the Portsmouth constituency. She has just arrived in the parliament. So as we just said that maybe some are missing, we see a few of them coming in. Good morning to you, Senator. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Curtis. Good morning to the listeners of DBS Radio. How are you this morning?
Not bad at all. Tell the listeners who you are, and we will ask you about your entry into parliament this morning.
Okay, my name is Senator Lauren Henderson-Reid from the Marigold constituency.
Right, and what is your expectation here for these 2 days?
Okay, so far the CPA have held a very good seminar where we learned a lot about the parliamentarian rules, the policies and everything that governs it, and so I expect something similar this morning.
I want to wish you all the best for the 2 days. So that's the senator from the Marigot constituency, opposition parliamentarian just arriving, and it appears that, as we said before, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Joseph Isaac, is already in the parliament, and we get the impression that seminar should begin in the next few minutes. We've not seen though the Prime Minister of Dominica.
Naturellement, si tout de suite puis si pour présenter, mon seul chance c'est que je il a gardé pour faire puisqu'on leader gouvernement là, qu'on leader pays. Moi quoi il a joué en gros pas en dit dans séminaire ça là, c'était quand ça nous a espéré qui nous que ouais là tout de suite quand nous dit nous pas ouais tous ces membres parlement là, mais nous j'avais yondé côté opposition. Moi j'avais mis monsieur en disant qu'a parlé puis ça Curtis, and that's what we like to see. That's what we encourage. You see, there was a shaking of hand by the member of the opposition and government side.
Yes, and K1, and as the speaker said yesterday, he feels that the camaraderie that they are witnessing in the parliament of late is something that's encouraging. He said that yesterday, the speaker, and he's hoping to see even better cooperation as the days and the the weeks unfold in this House of Assembly of Dominica.
Mais absolument, ça c'est nous pas supposé ni l'ennemi en dans le parlement, c'est des différents côtés, nous ça ni discussion nous avec ni différentes positions, mais nous tout ça accompagne l'autre pour nous ça ouais développement pays. Et nous ni bon ti bon même parlement, peut-être qu'on nous ka respect commencement séminaire là, nous ça dire qui Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt, Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, c'est premier ministre. Nous ni Monsieur Philip Roll, nous aussi ni Honorable Levi Peter, Honorable Irvin McIntyre, Honorable Dr. Vince Henderson, nous pas connaître mon ça là. Nous ka Monsieur Reuben Blackmore, Honorable Reuben Blackmore, Honorable Dennis Charles, Honorable Octavia Alfred, Honorable Cassani Laville, Honorable Melissa Popon Skerritt, aussi Honorable Fidel Grant, Honorable Cozier Frederick, Honorable Greta Roberts, Honorable Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte, Honorable Miriam Blanchard, Honorable Roland Roy. Vous savez, Miss Matthew, c'est un cabinet. Un parlement aussi. Honorable Julian Defoe, Honorable Cassandra Williams, Honorable Darren Lloyd, Honorable Oscar George, Honorable Darren Pinard, Honorable Fenella Wenham, Honorable Lakia Joseph Nupali Italia, Honorable Kent Edwards, Senator Dwayne Ostel Lockhart, Honorable Jesma Paul, Honorable Anthony Samora Charles, Senator Sean Douglas, Senator Laurie Victor, Senator Lauren Henderson Nupali Italia, Senator Delbert Paris. So tout ça c'est même parlement.
Right, and Senator Paris and of course the MP for Maho, they were the ones speaking, and you were impressed by what you saw a little while ago. But Kewana, it appears that the ceremony is about to begin. I was given a little indication a while ago that they're about to start. We are on the outside and looking in, so I get the feeling that anytime now that ceremony should get underway. The speaker is seated. The Speaker of the House of Assembly, Joseph Isaac, is seated.
Ipaka sit like normalement sit the Mr. Matthew.
No.
He's not seated where he
And
is
the
normally
speaker's
sits,
chair,
right?
No. And yes, so this seminar, 2 days, let's remind you again, it's a 2-day seminar for all parliamentarians. It's a post-election seminar that will begin in Dominica, the House of Assembly, this morning, and will go into the following day.
Eh bien, messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est Radio DBS, nous, séminaire qui commence tout de suite. Mais moi, quand est-ce que vous continuer à commencer sans les autres, ces membres parlement là, nous pas comme Premier ministre Roosevelt Skerritt, et les autres membres, mais moi, je vais commencer pour actuellement. Moi, c'est les autres membres parlement qui vont tuer peut-être petit peu plus tard quand le séminaire a commencé.
Right, so Kiwana, as we said, a few of the members are still not around, but we have quite a few of them in here. I've not seen the leader of the opposition, Jesma Paul Victor. I have not seen Senator Sean Douglas of the opposition, and maybe we get right. Mr. Charles from the Marigot constituency has just arrived. It appears, Kiwana, we've gotten the indication now they're about to start, so we head across to the Parliament and the Speaker of the House of Assembly for this 2-day seminar on the post-election in Dominica.
Is concise. We believe in having a policy of mutual respect at the CPA and allowing everyone to express their opinions, providing equal opportunity, which we do ask each of throughout as we will. And please do feel free to tweet about the seminar and mention us on our Twitter handle at CPA_secretariat. Finally, there is a pre-event feedback form that's been circulated, and I understand it is in your folders. Please do ask that you fill that out during this opening ceremony. We do very much value your feedback and it will contribute to the improvements that we make and the development of this programme. With that, I am now very pleased to go to our first speech in the ceremony, delivered with cordial remarks by the Commonwealth Secretary General, Baroness Patricia Scott. Apologies, everyone. I understand we had some audio issues there. I'll just share my screen once more for these remarks. I'm particularly proud to be able to share my enormous mission with you today. Congratulations to everyone on your success in December's election. Your duty to your constituents as their political representatives, whether they voted for you or not, is a privilege. And your responsibility as a parliamentarian is profound. You are the living, breathing expression of democracy from day to day, and you are the primary protectors of its process, culture, and institutions. I'm particularly proud to be with you because, as you know, Dominica is the country of my birth, of my heart, and it remains my true home. And its value and influence within the Caribbean and the Commonwealth is significant. And with influence comes the responsibility to set a positive example. Through your work, you now have the opportunity to embody that example. And I know that in this most noble endeavour, you will have every assistance of my dear friend, Stephen Drake, a fine parliamentarian in his own right, and his team at the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. Our Commonwealth of 56 nations is joined together by shared values, common interests, and practical advantages. And the CPA is a vital part of our extended global. As Commonwealth countries, we trade with each other, we pursue economic growth together, we build peace together, we pursue better health and education together, we uphold justice together, and we tackle climate change together. Through your representation, through your role in crafting and improving legislation, your responsibilities in policy making and oversight, you can have a decisive impact on the story of Dominica and the destiny of our people. And because of what you share with other Commonwealth parliaments, specialised committees, processes for meaningful public consultation, robust question times, and high ethical standards, you are part of the biggest democratic club in the world. You will know that the Commonwealth deployed a special observer group to monitor the conduct of December's election. Their preliminary report celebrated a peaceful process which reflected the collective will of the people who voted. They were particularly impressed by the large number of women and youth who participated in the electoral process, and they expressed their hope and expectation that the peaceful atmosphere which characterised election day will continue to prevail. I celebrate the same things and express the same hopes. And as you continue to build your political journeys, I remind you that you have a rare privilege and a solemn responsibility to be selfless, open, and objective, to behave with integrity, to show leadership, and to be accountable, and always, always to be honest. I wish you all well, and thank you for your time.
We are very, very appreciative of the Commonwealth Secretary General providing those remarks.
Now, from one Commonwealth Secretary-General to another, I will now go to the Secretary-General of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, Stephen Twigg.
Thank you very much indeed, Clive. Honourable Speaker, Honourable Minister, Honourable Members, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. It's my pleasure to join you, albeit remotely, from London today. And let me echo a number of the remarks made by Baroness Patricia Scotland, the Commonwealth Secretary-General, and in particular to start by congratulating all of you on your successful election last December, both to those returning, but in particular to those that are new to the Parliament. I wish you well in your parliamentary term. One of my first engagements when I was Secretary-General in 2020, soon after my appointment, was to join the previous post-election seminar for Dominica. I think you are the first jurisdiction for which I'm having the pleasure to attend a second post-election seminar. And of course, that was held on a virtual basis by necessity. Today, we join you on a virtual basis by choice, because we are able now to utilize these technologies to engage a much larger number of our member parliaments and our parliamentarians. But I will say today what I'm sure I said then: I would much prefer to be with you in Dominica in person, and I'm sure I speak for all of the team joining us from London and from Cape Town to support you today. Technology and innovation provide great opportunities for us to promote wider participation. You have a busy programme over these 2 days, and of course, mutual learning lies at the heart of the mission of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. 2 years ago, we established our online parliamentary academy, led by Lydia Buchanan, who is part of this seminar, and we have had over 1,000 parliamentarians and parliamentary staff across the Commonwealth accessing that academy. That is an amazing figure, but we think we have about 18,000 parliamentarians, so there are many more that could join in the academy, and I encourage all of you to do so. It's free of charge, it's on our website and available for all of our members to use. Can I thank everyone who've come together to make this event possible? In particular, Honourable Speaker, your staff team, the clerks there in Dominica, the CPA headquarters team, Clive, Zotile and Lydia, and of course the resource persons supporting this event. Partnership is vital to our work as the CPA, and it's critical to your work as parliamentarians. So it's truly wonderful to see such a wide range of partner organisations, a number of universities, Parliamericas, Busola Tech, C-SPAN, and I'm particularly pleased to see my friend Bernadette Lewis from the Commonwealth Telecommunications Organisation, CTO, part of this launch event today. There is rightly an emphasis through the seminar on the importance of diversity and inclusion, and I acknowledge and celebrate that you have elected 37.5% of your cohort women members of Parliament, and I salute the great work of our Commonwealth Women Parliamentarians Network. We are increasingly focused, and Clive leads this work, on disability inclusion here in the CPA, and I know that he and others will address that in the session on equality, diversity and inclusion as part of this seminar. And of course, you are a crucial part of our small branches network that has played such a big role, in particular in putting issues of climate change and sustainability on our agenda. You know too that parliaments don't exist in a vacuum, and the work that you do as parliamentarians with your constituents, with civil society, with education and the wider world is vital. And I know that my colleague Zotile will be presenting to you about some of the CPA's work, including our outreach toolkit. This year is the Commonwealth Year of Youth, and I was pleased to be in the region in Trinidad and Tobago last November, where we had the Commonwealth Youth Parliament. We are currently developing an updated piece of work on the importance of youth parliaments and the engagement between you as parliamentarians and those youth parliaments. And I think you'll hear more about this during the seminar. Those of you who are familiar with the CPA will know that we have a long-standing issue about our legal status. And I'm hoping that this is a matter that we will be able to take forward and resolve in the coming months, leading up to our conference in Accra, Ghana in October. Before then, of course, you will have your regional conference for the Caribbean, Atlantic and Americas region. And I'm very pleased that our chairperson, Ian Little-Granger MP, and the Deputy Secretary General, Jarvis Mattia, will be joining that conference. Hopefully you will be there and they will meet you, and hopefully you'll be represented in Ghana in October, and I will have the opportunity to meet you then. So thank you for inviting me to be part of this opening ceremony, and can I wish everyone a very successful and enjoyable post-election seminar. Thank you.
We are very appreciative of those remarks from our Secretary General, and we will now pass over to Honourable Speaker Joseph Isaac for his speech. I will just quickly ask our counterparts in the AV in the chamber if they could unmute the chamber. Fantastic.
Excellency Baroness Scotland, Secretary General of Commonwealth, Honorable Dr. Irvin McIntyre, Minister for Finance, representing the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Stephen Weeks, Twig, Secretary General of CPA Headquarters, Clive Barker, CPA Secretariat, Honorable members, the media, it is with a sense of pride that I stand here this morning on behalf of the Dominica branch of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. I bid you a pleasant welcome to this post-election seminar for all parliamentarians. After the start of every parliamentary term, on invitation of the Dominica branch of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Secretariat hosts a post-election seminar, which we did in the 10th Parliament. In this regard, over the next 2 days, this seminar will be held focusing on two major objectives. One, to provide members with an in-depth understanding of parliamentary practice and procedures. Two, to equip the new and returning parliamentarians with the necessary skills to legislate, scrutinize, and give parliamentary oversight. It is expected that this seminar will strengthen the bonds of members across the aisle. The Dominica branch thank the facilitators who have accepted to guide these sessions and look forward to interacting with you, all of you, during this seminar. The Dominica branch also wishes to express thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister, who, as the leader of the House, has so graciously allowed time for all members here to participate. I wish members, all of you, a successful training session. It's the Parliament's hope that what you have learned here will be reflected as you undertake your parliamentary duties at the select committee level and also at the House debating level. I would like to ask you a question because someone, a most distinguished Dominican intellect and former parliamentarian, asked me a question, and he asked, what key issues can government and opposition side unite in the interest of our country? I pondered at the time, and I told him, because I was not expecting a question, I said, maybe the international airport and the geothermal project. But he added, what about the CBI? But after reflection, I said to myself, what about the issues of social justice issues, like crimes against children and other vulnerable groups? What about the issue of reparation? These are just some of my reflections. As Dominicans, we need to engage in robust debate, but with respect and tolerance for the betterment of our nation. It is my hope that all of you will help in the process of building a more robust, stronger, democratic nation through your leadership at the constituency level and also at the national level. Although we are a small island developing state, I think democracy should be the same internationally, and therefore it would be similar in Dominica, where the majority would get the respect of the minority, but the minority views are included. I think Parliament is an opportunity and a space where we can have fruitful debate, honest debate, well-researched debate, but debate with respect, tolerance, and always at the bottom line of everything is about nation building. Always Dominica first. Always your constituency first. Always Dominica first again. Never about us. It's really about the people. Once again, welcome, and I wish you the best in this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, for your contribution to this ceremony. And finally, we have remarks from Minister of Finance representing the Prime Minister in this opening ceremony, Honourable Dr. Irving McIntyre.
Excellency Baroness Scotland, Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Honorable Joseph Isaac, Speaker of the House of Assembly, Mr. Stephen Twigg, Secretary General of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, Facilitator Clive Barker, the CPA Secretariat, colleague ministers and parliamentarians, media, listening public. Thank you to my parliamentary colleagues for responding to the invitation of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association through the Dominica chapter to attend this post-election seminar over the course of the next 2 days. On behalf of the Honorable Prime Minister and the Government of Dominica, I wish to thank the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Honorable Joseph Isaac, and the Clerk, Mr. Daniel James, for facilitating on the local ends, as well as Mr. Stephen Twigg, Secretary General of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, for his support on the initiative and for his address this morning. We also thank Baroness Patricia Scotland, the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, for her valuable insight shared with us. We certainly look forward to the learned interventions of the facilitators who will assist us to hone our parliamentary skills during the scheduled sessions. My hope is that we all emerge as more effective legislators and debaters in this esteemed parliament. As parliamentarians, the more experienced and those among us who are relatively new to the role, we accept that to make useful contributions to the efficient proceedings of the House, we must learn and adhere to a body of rules, ethics, and customs governing the workings of this honorable chamber. When we refer to parliamentary procedure, we generally mean the accepted precedents and practices commonly employed in the governance of the legislature. I am sure that all members of this House agree that to give a good account of ourselves, and more importantly, to give effective representation to the people who elected us to serve, we must become familiar with the procedures of the House, such as the standing orders, the structure and objectives of the Public Accounts Committee, and the legislative process. I am pleased to note that the upcoming sessions cover a wide range of matters, including media relationships, the role of technological innovations in Parliament, research methods and resources, equality, diversity and inclusion, and the importance of public outreach and education. All these considerations are important if we are to make useful interventions on behalf of the Dominican population who depend on us to bring their issues to the fore in a structured, informed, and deliberative manner, and to source solutions to their most pressing social and economic challenges. The fact is, like every other institution, the Parliament must move with the times in order to respond appropriately to needs of our people. The focus on technology, media relations, and research is therefore quite timely to equip our members with knowledge of our changing environment and the skills to remain relevant. Colleagues, the Parliament affords us a platform to be advocates, to play a key role in promoting and advancing good governance, share best practices, and collaborate to identify ways and means to protect the rights of our citizens. Our parliamentary role can be a formidable tool, and this House is the ideal forum for strengthening democracy, letting all ideas contend, and ensuring that the voice of the people has a place in all our deliberations. Here in the Parliament, we represent the interests of the citizens of this country. Through each of us, our constituents are able to participate in the decision-making process of the government. And so, we must be reminded always that it is a representative institution, and our role is to serve this with integrity, honesty, a deep sense of pride, and a constant awareness that we are here not for the personal interests, but as the will of the Dominican people. It is our hope that coming out of this two-day post-election seminar, you will better understand the role of the Parliament as the key institution for the promotion of transparent, independent, and accountable actions for the benefit of all citizens, and develop a greater appreciation for your role as the stand-in for your constituents in this honorable House. Once again, I thank all those who have made this post-election seminar possible. I look forward to a productive 2 days of learning and collaboration, with the objective of giving the best of ourselves and efforts to the people of Dominica. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable McIntyre, and thanks to all of our speakers in this opening ceremony. It is my pleasure to now close the ceremony, and we can begin our first session on the committee system. In this session, members will gain an understanding of the committee system, parliamentary oversight, and the Public Accounts Committee's role in enhancing public trust in Parliament. This session will feature 3 presentations before questions are allowed from the floor. Our 3 presenters today will be Dr. Ernest Darfour, a Senior Assistant Clerk at the Parliament of Ghana, Honourable Gail Teixeira, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance in Guyana, and Mr. David Christopherson, a former member of the House of Commons of Canada. So without further ado, I will now ask Mr. Christopherson if he would be so kind as to provide his presentation.
Can I be seen?
Not just yet. We can hear you though.
There we go. How's that?
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
I don't know why it's presenting the way it is. I'm just going to go ahead. Is it okay? Can we?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, it's doing that angle thing again. Anyway, okay. Thank you very much for the invitation. I really appreciate it.
This is DBS Radio, and you've just heard the opening ceremony for the post-election seminar for parliamentarians at the House of Assembly. And we just heard the opening presenters of this seminar. And we would like to say thank you to all those who tuned in and who listened via our various frequencies of this opening ceremony at the House of Assembly. So we're taking you back to Master Control, DBS Radio.